Guys, I'm honestly not joking when I say this. Someone inside the prison is finally ready to take out Diddy. And trust me, after you hear this, you'll understand why his entire world is falling apart right now. The man who once lived in luxury mansions is now so desperate and broken in jail that he's ready to expose some of the biggest names in Hollywood just to survive. And honestly, after what you're about to hear, it's hard to blame him. What's up, everyone? If you've been following the Diddy situation like I have, then you already know things have been crazy. But this prison news? It changes everything about his case. This isn't just celebrity drama anymore. This is about a man fighting for his life behind bars. I've got leaked audio, inside details, and some really disturbing information about what's happening to Diddy right now. And let me tell you, it's even worse than we imagined. So get ready, because this is going to be intense. Before we get into all the crazy details, let me quickly catch you up in case you missed it. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, is currently locked up on some serious charges. We're talking about witness tampering, violence, and other accusations that landed him in the Metropolitan Detention Center, also known as MDC. Now here's the shocking part. He offered $50 million for bail. $50 million. And the judge still said no. This happened on August 4, 2025. And the reason? Authorities believe he's too dangerous and might run away or hurt others. The judge looked at his past behavior and basically said, "No, you're staying here." And guys, when someone with that much money can't buy their freedom, you know the situation is serious. Now Diddy has been stuck in a place many call hell on earth for almost 6 months, and he might have to stay there for up to 2 more years before even getting sentenced. Just imagine going from private jets to a prison cell.
Not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'ma need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. You know what? All the boxes left over for the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about.
Now listen, I have to be clear. This audio hasn't been fully confirmed as real yet, so take it carefully. But there's a wild theory going around. The leaked recordings suggest that Diddy may have been talking to his son and possibly even Jay-Z from inside jail. Yeah, Jay-Z. And the way he did it was very sneaky. He reportedly used special apps and 3-way calls to hide who he was actually speaking to. And the code words? Seriously crazy. In those calls, phrases like left pizza box and recycling plastic were used to signal getting rid of evidence. It honestly sounds like something out of a movie. But here's the most shocking part. Authorities were listening the whole time. They found out he was using at least 8 different inmates' phone accounts to make these secret calls. 8 different accounts. That means he was basically running a full operation from inside prison. And because of this alleged witness tampering and threats, the judge denied bail completely. He's stuck there, and that's when his real nightmare started. Now let me show you what Diddy's life reportedly looks like right now. And honestly, it's pretty disturbing even for someone accused of serious things.
Tell us about the food and the commissary in a place like the Federal Detention Center in Brooklyn.
It's a difference. That much I can tell you. You're gonna have a lot of starchy foods, cereals. If you get any vegetables at all, they're old, so to speak. They are not fresh. Same fruits and vegetables, no good. A lot of processed food, some rice and beans and muffins and things that generally most people don't like to eat. It's not terribly.
This man has been in jail for almost 6 months. And reports say he's becoming extremely frustrated and emotional. And honestly, can you blame him? He went from having everything to having absolutely nothing, and it feels like the walls are closing in on him. There are reports that he had a complete breakdown, crying, shouting, and begging to be released. And from what people say, it's actually difficult to watch, even if you're not a fan of him. A former prison warden even described this place as hell on earth for someone like Diddy. And it makes sense. He was used to luxury, private chefs, expensive cars, and beautiful homes. Now he's stuck in a cold, strict, and very harsh environment. That kind of shock alone can break anyone. But here's where things get even more serious. He's reportedly so paranoid that someone might poison his food that he's refusing to eat. Just imagine being that scared for your life that you won't even touch your meals. And since prison food is already known to be unhealthy, along with limited chances to exercise, it's possible that he's getting weaker day by day.
Hey, Larry, spill the tea. What are you hearing about Diddy's eating? Well, I got an inside source there at MDC, and if they knew who it was, they'd really plot. When people go into custody, they have anxiety, they're depressed, a lot of things go through their mind. And one of the things they do is they stop eating. Look what happened to Jeff Epstein. I got people every day saying, "You think they're going to Epstein him?" And I go, "Well, I really don't know." Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies. And no one would really think anything of it. So that may be one of the reasons he's not eating. There's a possibility that he wants to go on a kosher diet. It's prepared a little bit differently. It's like it's a religious diet. That could be another aspect.
The jail itself has really bad conditions. We're talking about freezing cold temperatures and very poor cleanliness. For someone who is used to living a 5-star lifestyle, this must feel like complete torture. And this is where things start getting really interesting for all of us watching this situation unfold. Apparently, Diddy has become so desperate and mentally exhausted in prison that sources claim he is ready to reveal some big names connected to his famous parties. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always been curious about what actually happened at those Diddy parties. We've all heard rumors and stories, but if he really starts talking just to save himself, then things in Hollywood are about to get very messy. Security at MDC has reportedly been increased because of threats against him. That clearly means someone doesn't want him speaking out. And that raises a serious question. What kind of information does he have that is so dangerous people might want to silence him forever? Think about it logically. If you were in Diddy's position right now, what would you do? You're scared, isolated, possibly facing decades in prison, and there are fears someone might harm you. Wouldn't you start thinking about making deals? About exchanging information for safety? The mental pressure must be overwhelming. This is a man who went from being one of the most powerful figures in the music industry to having absolutely no control. And when powerful people lose everything, they sometimes make desperate decisions. Here's something really interesting, and you've probably noticed it too. Most of his famous friends are completely silent. No one is defending him. No one is speaking up. Why do you think that is? I'll tell you why. They are likely afraid that they could be mentioned or exposed in recordings or evidence. The lawsuit even names other well-known people, including actor Cuba Gooding Jr., with claims of inappropriate behavior during events on Diddy's yacht. There are also reports suggesting that many other celebrities, politicians, and athletes may have been involved in those parties. If that's true, and if Diddy actually has proof of what happened, then a lot of powerful individuals are probably extremely nervous right now. There's even a theory that Diddy may be in this situation because he tried to blackmail someone very powerful. Now, that may or may not be true, but it could explain why someone would want him silenced inside prison. Most of his famous connections are likely worried about their own reputations and afraid they could appear in hidden recordings. Just imagine being a celebrity right now and wondering if Diddy has evidence against you. That kind of fear would be overwhelming. Other powerful figures in the music industry have also been mentioned in connection with these events, where allegedly serious misconduct took place. So this situation isn't just about Diddy, it could potentially expose an entire network of influential people. So where does this leave everything? With strong evidence against him and almost no chance of getting out anytime soon, Diddy's future looks very uncertain. His legal problems are growing worse every day, and the pressure on him is increasing beyond what most people could handle. But here's the biggest question. If he really does start revealing names to protect himself or reduce his sentence, this story could explode in ways we can't even imagine right now. It could turn into one of the biggest scandals Hollywood has ever seen. And honestly, part of me feels some sympathy for him, even if he may have done serious wrong. No one deserves to live in constant fear for their life, even in prison. But at the same time, if he truly harmed others, then maybe this is justice finally catching up with him. The entire situation feels unpredictable and intense. Every single day brings new information, new leaks, and new theories. It's like watching a real-life thriller, except this time the consequences are real and people's lives are actually affected. So that's where things stand right now with the Diddy situation. This prison threat changes everything because it shows just how serious and dangerous things have become for him behind bars. But I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Diddy will start revealing names to protect himself? If you were in his situation, what would you do? And more importantly, which celebrities do you think might be most worried right now about what he could expose? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I always enjoy reading your opinions on these kinds of situations. Your comments often bring up perspectives I hadn't even considered.